Oh, those Russians. Well, that is the ending, of course, to the song Rasputin by Boney M. All those years ago, I remember it as a kid. And right at the end he goes, oh, those Russians. And today I'm going to discuss Russians in Bali and, to an extent, Southeast Asia. And the main reason is we've just recently had an Instagram post that's gone slightly viral, also on Facebook, about a Russian who got angry at a waiter. Lax visa rules. Often the Russians can come in and out multiple times without really being challenged. Warm weather. Russia's a pretty cold place in the winter, and of course a reasonably cheap standard of living are all factors that have brought Russians like a magnet to Bali. Many Russians own businesses, from hospitality to bike hire, believe it or not. Some of these are unauthorized, but they also work in the private sector, which of course they really shouldn't be doing. Some are tattoo artists, some are yoga instructors, some are couriers, even prostitution. But the biggest gripes are within the social structure and the cultural structure of Bali. A lot of Indonesians are unhappy with how the Russians conduct themselves. Rarely will they visit temples, go to rice paddies. Generally they're here to party. And of course, on scooters, there's a lot of things on Instagram where they're revving up at night. And don't get me wrong, I'm not picking on the Russians. There are many Aussies and there are many Brits, Europeans. However, the Russians seem to be getting a really bad rap at the moment, and more of them are getting into trouble for, I don't know, I think one of their problems is they don't know English. 90% of Russians I've met don't know English, or their English is very weak. So not only are they unable to talk to the Balinese in Indonesian, they're also unable to talk to the Balinese and other foreigners in English. So this is also a major stumbling block. When we come across the Dutch or the French or other nationalities whose English isn't their first language, often they speak as well as I do, but it's rare to find a Russian with strong English, and I think that doesn't help. So Russians are significantly influencing Bali tourism, Bali real estate, and even Bali's social landscape. And whether this is going to have a positive or negative ending depends on your perspective. Certainly we mustn't stereotype Russians. Russians are not much too similar to Brits or Americans. However, there's one thing they really should learn to do, because I always tell people when they come to Bali, bring a smile. And as always, Baba, don't be a sheep.